We all think it's a good thing to stop and smell the roses, to admire the scenery, to be grateful and glad for a beautiful sunny day, fleecy white clouds. And it's true, that's important. But there are other things too. And there's a story behind that. I'm Charles Burke, and I help people find the other side of their story. 4 weeks ago, I was out walking one day. It had been raining for 3 weeks straight. And then finally, we had a beautiful sunny day, perfect blue skies and fleecy white clouds here and there. I was walking along, admiring the sky, being grateful. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. But I forgot to watch where I was going. I was so enraptured, so caught up in the sky that I forgot to watch my feet. There was a bad place in the sidewalk and my feet found it. And I did a perfect face plant on the sidewalk. If you scroll down through my Facebook page, you'll find the picture I took. I had a spectacular black eye. You can still see a little bit of the fading there, almost gone, but still there a little bit. Now, the moral of the story, of course, is that no matter how much you're enjoying all the good stuff in life, or no matter how caught up in whatever you're doing, still reserve a little bit of your attention for the other stuff you're doing as well, like walking, like planting your feet one in front of the other. Otherwise, you can get into a little bit of trouble. A few years back, I'd been in Japan already about 10 or 12 years. It was 9 o'clock in the morning, October 4th, 1997. Shinjuku Station is one of the busiest stations in Japan. Between 2 and 3 million people were going through there every single day. And there was a lady, I don't know her name, but I think of her as Mrs. Suzuki. She worked at one of the kiosks there, selling things like newspapers, magazines, energy drinks, that kind of thing. And since it's so busy, it's important that they keep stock up to date. If they run out of something, they miss a lot of sales. Now, Mrs. Suzuki was a highly motivated person, very hurry, always moving, always quick. And this particular day, apparently they ran out of something in the kiosk and she was hurrying to go get it, bring it back in time so they wouldn't miss many sales. She hurried over to the elevator. She hurried up to the front of the crowd waiting in front of the door. And even though the elevator light had already come on, somebody had already pressed the button, she hurried up, she went to it, she pressed it several more times. She was in a hurry. She really needed to get where she was going. She was highly directed, highly motivated. Well, the elevator came and she pushed her way in ahead of everybody else as soon as the doors opened. The only problem is she forgot to check whether the elevator itself had actually gotten there, and it hadn't. Well, she fell. They say she didn't make a sound as she fell until she hit bottom, and of course that was a terrible sound. But the point of that story, just like my own story, is don't get so caught up in whatever you're doing that you forget to do a little reality check with each step you take. Make sure you know where you're putting your feet as you go along. Because sometimes you may make a misstep and you fall on your face. Other times you may make a misstep that you won't walk away from. It's important. Be aware. I'm Charles Burke, and I help people become more aware of where they're putting their feet and the progress they're making every day of their lives.